that the population is gasping for life and things that mitigate their life. Food is one of them. The road infrastructure has been cut off to the extent that no vehicle can pass through. Now, we are looking at a situation whereby vehicles leaving Nairobi to supply parts of Wajir, parts of Mandera, parts of Isiolo, and many others. They can't reach their destinations. Now, what happens? There's extreme food insecurity in those places. And then there's what you call now the hiking of these prices of the little commodities that are now in the shops. In places like Mandera County, we are bordering both Ethiopia and Somalia. Remember, the borders are closed. The food from Nairobi cannot reach them. Those commodities that can be bought from across cannot reach because we have a situation whereby the borders are officially closed. Now, what are we supposed to do? We watch in the eyes of these communities just starve like that? It's very critical. What we are asking now is for the government actually to declare this as a national disaster, whereby, I mean, donor countries or donor agencies can come in. And this should be a whole government approach. We have a situation whereby power stations have been submerged and some of the towns now don't have power. Those that do have will go off very soon because there's no fuel. Now, if you don't have a whole government approach to attend to this matter, then we as leaders, we as government will be looking like we are looking at the eye, watching them from Nairobi. They are helpless and we can't support. Ministry of Energy, Kenya Power, what plans do they have to ensure that there's power in those stations? Ministry of Health, what plans do they have to ensure that essential drugs reach those populations? It's very critical. Now, what we are looking at now is that relief food of whatever kind is the most essential commodity that we need now. We can't even know who is more deserving or not deserving. Every person in those areas is deserving now because there's nowhere to buy. So I'm asking the government to move with speed. I'm asking the donors to move with speed to save this population from this super El Nino. Remember some of the infrastructure that have been swept away by the floods. Look at the road from Garissa to Madagascar. It was constructed in 2019 at whopping several billions of shillings. Part of it was swept away. Why? Because it was not done properly. And I think it's high time people are supposed to pay for this kind of crimes. The engineers who were supposed to monitor these things, the contractor was doing it. The Director General of Kenya at that particular time, they need to answer.